That was awesome.
All right, speculators, let's fire up the Futures Fanatic live stream for the afternoon, or it's afternoon, still morning here in sunny Las Vegas. Should be broadcasting over there on YouTube as well. So if I can get a one in picture and sound in the trade room, and then also over there on YouTube, I think it should be working in both locations. For those that are in the trade room, you're going to have fewer screens to look at because I might jump around a little bit to other screens that will be visible on YouTube. I can't actually do that in the use your words, Rod, in the trade room this afternoon. Okay, before we get started, we have 5 minutes before the policy statement. I just want to remind everybody the broadcast is for educational purposes only. The opinions expressed will be those of the presenter the entire time. I'm a pretty opinionated dude. Take it with a grain of salt. All trades presented should be considered hypothetical, should not be expected to be replicated in a live trading account. Over on the YouTube stream, I will go and take a look at, what is that? Uh-oh, we got somebody turned their mic on. Brad, you gotta remove mic privileges from these people.
Hey guys, sorry about that.
That's all right. You're still broadcasting, dude. There we go. Okay. Anyway, all right. So we had somebody came through on the stream there. All right. So I'm actually entering this session completely flat in most of the in all the prop programs. Just decided to work some orders way away from price. Remember that in some firms like Trade Day, Take Profit, a couple others, you got to be flat anyway, especially if you're trading treasuries. So try not to be involved in any of that and get caught off sides. We don't want that to happen. But here live, I am holding a ZT, resting order down at 104.040 and up here at 104.080. So that's about 80 or 90 bucks in both directions. We'll see what ends up happening there. And again, back to what I had said about being able to see more things over here on YouTube. I am short the Russell, looking to take one off just a moment here. And then I'm long the Dow Jones with some orders below and some orders above. And I'm going to rest all those because that is a live account with about 38 grand in it. We should be fine. If it's your first time watching the markets during a Fed meeting, you've probably been under a rock. I imagine most of you are following markets or trading prop accounts, or if you're finding your way to my streams, you're pretty familiar with this. But it's generally best to be flat into the policy statement, sort of see what the market wants to do. You can get going right after that if you find some levels that are interesting that fit within your particular framework. And then there's typically a lull about 5 to 10 minutes afterwards, and then we wait until Powell takes the mic at about a half an hour past, and then that's how it all sort of plays out. Even though these expected results are generally telegraphed, I can't even remember one in which there was a bigger cut or a no cut when there was expected to be a cut, or a cut when there wasn't expected to be a cut, or a raise when there wasn't expected to be a raise. You're picking up what I'm putting down. It's usually pretty well telegraphed, but that doesn't mean it's priced in. It doesn't seem like anything's priced in anymore. So ideally we get a little bit of movement. Last couple Fed meetings have been relatively orderly in terms of price action. We had ones prior that were just wackadoo all over the place. So we seem to have calmed down a little bit. And of course, markets are back near all-time highs again. So got to probably get everything they need to take another leg higher. All right. Probably not going to be monitoring the chat all that much. So at least initially, just be watching and commenting a little bit on what I see, and then after that we can get at it, chat in the chat. I can probably answer some questions today. This is probably going to be a lot for me to think about, but I'm going to see if I can share. I'm going to share the TradingView screen over here in the trade room so that you can see that when I go to that, because I have a lot of positions on there. So there we go. There you go. So there's what I'll be looking at right going into the number. Do 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 do. Yeah, let me move this out of the way so that we get more of what we need over here. Don't need to look at the chat today. We'll just do it like that. All right, here we go. T minus some amount of time. Anyone want to guess? Do you think I get a fill at... Oh, there we go. Got a fill on something. Not much of a...
Position open.
That's funny. All right, not much of a move from anything, just a teeny little pop. Do. NASDAQ, my long, I'm looking for 25,698s. Maybe we get up there. Okay, took profit on the Dow and on the NASDAQ.
Order filled.
There we go. And sold my ZT. So overall, pretty good. Nice bullish move to the upside. And the ZN, still struggling a little bit. But at least it's... All right, so I'm still long gold, which I'm going to close. Picked up a nice little gold trade there. Let's see if it will close it. Market's moving, everything's moving a little slow here. Come on, close that position. There we go. All right, I'm going to switch us back to the main screen over here where I'll do a little prop trading. Those that are in the trade room, you're welcome to stay over on TradingView if you'd like. I'll be watching it. Added another $700 or so to the day, which is great. Let me see here, positions. We need to close this.
Order filled. Position closed.
All right, so pretty good day over in on Prop Shop. Caught a little long on gold there on that move. Taking a look at gold, what did it do? Yeah, put in the whole range here for the day. So gold was down to a rip outside the bands for a second, but can you see how there was definitely responsive buyers there at 42.12-ish. So nice move for gold there. Went from line to line. Bitcoin got outside the bands a little bit, so something for everybody. Pretty cool. High on the Dow Jones was just shy of our offer zone here. The bottom of the offer zone's coming in at 946. So really a lot of stuff for everybody, which is really cool. All right, I'm going to mess around with a little bit of Bitcoin here.
Order submitted.
See if I can get involved in the prop programs on a little Bitcoin.
Order filled.
And Next tranche will be at
Order
minus
submitted.
2s. Gold from the offer zone right down to the minus 1s. So it is definitely chaotic and random. What the stay in your lane strategy gives you is some framework to work off of. I mean, you quite literally can put the orders on the lines and then just sort of manage risk from there. So 42.31 ended up being a nice, just talking about this level right here, right to there. And if you're a little bit more aggressive and have the risk budget, you can turd, and a turd. So you go one at the 23s, one at 15s or 16s, and then one at basically lows of the day, and then look to see if we hold there. Manage risk accordingly. I'm not sure I'd really want to be short
Order
into
filled.
this move right now, but you could also do it on the upside. Okay, gonna buy a little bit more Dow. Whoops, never mind. This thing's set up incorrectly here. I'm gonna buy there. There we go. Let me see if this will work. Sell limit. There we go. Okay. I had an incorrect order that happened there. Get me a little Bitcoin here. And I'm resting an order to buy some more Bitcoin around 765s. That's all over on TradingView if you wanted to follow along. So real quick too, this broadcast is not going to be a whole lot of education or explaining the strategies or anything like that, because it's a rare day where there's opportunities to trade them up all over the place. So I'm just going to put some positions on. Typically, if you wanted to check out the trade room and stuff, we just hang out here on this Dow Jones chart and do it that way. All right, we had the this Bitcoin pop
Order
to
filled.
a quick little move to VWAP, so I'll take it. Let me do a
Order
long
submitted.
here. I think I'm long here too. Yeah, so let me just sell the
Order
ask there, see
filled.
if we can get out. And
Order submitted.
there we go. Anyone get long Bitcoin? What's your KRPOS? KRPOS stands for current positions. So if you guys got some KRPOS you want to share, you go over here and take a look at YouTube. All right, you guys aren't really saying anything in YouTube, so that's fine. If you got any questions over there in YouTube, again, I'll try to see if I can eventually answer them. There's the Nazi making its move. Nazi loves to. Oh, now we're buying everything. A little bit of buying of everything. Except the treasuries, man. They're not really buying the treasuries. Come on, man. Buy the treasuries. See if Bitcoin can spike back up to 93.5s. That's where I'll look to buy it there. A little 93.5 action. Outside the bands for the Dow Jones. Guys see ETH get up to about 3,400. Members of my group will know that I buy $1,000 worth of ETH every Sunday. Every Sunday evening, I buy $1,000 worth of ETH. My goal is to have a couple hundred ETH by the end of 2027. All right. I don't know what else we do now. We just talk amongst ourselves for a little bit. Would it be a bad idea to be short the Dow Jones at 48,000? And then you said the expectation. Why did the recording stop? Did someone stop the recording, or it just decided to stop? All right, we'll start it again. Now I'm going to have 2 recordings, which is a bummer. 48,000 is a level. You can certainly rest an order short there. The second part is what you want to try to get out of your mind. I mean, expectation would be for it to blow through. Where does that come from? Try not to expect anything. The expectation, I don't have any expectation. I would say the expectation is that it holds this zone, and this is an area that's where you can control risk from. That's what I would expect. So just caution on that sort of concept of expecting something. Lower your expectations. So question about whether I trade all day. I don't. You got to have a lot of balance in this gig, I think. Let me check out. I think I had an order resting here in plus 500, so I want to make sure. Oh, no active orders. Oh, I have a position on now. Yikes. So I'm short the Dow Jones. There you go. So I'm already short. Should I short more at 48,000? Come down. Come down in time was the message she gave to me. It was a great Bitcoin trade. Congratulations, everybody. If you had a little Bitcoiner going on. If you had some Bitcoiner going on. It's so telegraphed with this Russell. I find it fascinating
order filled.
that the Russell just does some crazy shit like that.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm getting
order submitted.
I am getting a little short here of the Dow Jones, so
order filled.
Just in some other accounts.
Order filled.
So far, this is some great movement. I think we had some really nice movement this morning.
Order filled.
Nice movement this morning. Notice Bitcoin right up to the plus 2s. I mean, could go higher, of course, but
lost.
Nice little move to there. All right, the next pop, I will get short here I'll get short here, but I need a pop to into this
Order
zone,
submitted.
which we should probably get.
Order submitted.
So there we go. It'll look like that. Not going to mess around with any short on Bitcoin. You had the NASDAQ just perfectly go up from a VWAP touch at 640 all the way up to 735s just outside the bands. Here's a little move, counter trend move lower in the Dow. S&P trying to fight its way back inside the bands as well. Anyone short the Dow there? All right. So Martman had a question about the market analyzer. The market analyzer is part of the workspace for Ninja. So if you come in the XML file that's in the notes section or in the file section, you can just download that. There's an article on how to import it in the help library. You just import it and then you have it as part of the workspace. So it's not a separate download. So you just have it as part of the workspace. All right, don't want to neglect our friends over on YouTube. Powell doesn't go, so real quick, Powell goes live in about 15 minutes from now. Are you expecting shorts? I don't expect anything. I'm just resting orders to short a level that we have up there. So I don't expect anything. Other than probably some continued movement as soon as Powell takes the stage. How do you manage so many open positions? I've been doing this for a long, long time. So it's been a long, long time. And the other thing is all I'm doing in front of everybody is I'm looking to also even cover some of my 112s. I'm bidding a tick. They're not going to take them from me a tick. They're one by twos. So I sold the 112. I sold 100 of the 112 puts for 9 ticks. I cut my position in half, so I have 50 left. That's in the ZN, so that's this right here. So you see the ZN is there's the short put is this level right here at 112. I just want to make sure we're looking at the right screen, right? Yeah. So right here at 112 is where I had short puts. I had an average of about 12 ticks actually for them. And right now they're, I'll take people on, no, I can't go over to that screen right now, but, so anyway, there's that. You don't short outside the bands. Typically, no. But we finally got some range expansion here. And on the case of the Dow, I could be short outside these bands because I have levels higher. So right up here, I mean, we can mess around and go in the middle of it and up there to 48,000, just sort of keep it something like that. But clearly the reaction has been positive, but it can all change as soon as the algos read the first part that they get that. I don't really exactly know how it works. I think the statement is released. Do you guys know how it works? I don't know when the statement is released that he's the prepared statement he's going to make, or maybe it's part of the policy statement. I should ask my friend Neto. He would know that. How many screens? I have 6 screens. I have a very large screen and then 4 other screens. And then I actually have 2 laptops behind me. One laptop that's open right now. So I generally have a lot of different places I can place trades. All right. I'm going to chicken out of this thing here because it hasn't really been working. So I'm just going to close this thing and look to get a better price. Okay, so I'll be watching over here once Powell takes the stage. Here's another perfect touch of the plus twos. Also, those in my trade room will know this is all against a backdrop of very, very low volatility. So things are whipping around right now, but we're not getting any range expansion really. We're within the expected ranges that have come down dramatically. So it's actually an environment in which you can increase your size. Now, not necessarily maybe in the next hour and a half, but tomorrow and Friday, look to potentially increase your size if volatility stays low. Volatility as measured by the range that we're having right now. So the S&P has come down from 120 point expected range over that's the 7-day ATR, take out the weekends. So we're looking at, about 120 points during the 23-hour session. That's come all the way down to 60. So when you have that kind of range decrease, you look to increase your size. All right. Do I know the settings for... I don't know anything about Addis. I don't trade Addis at all, so I don't use Addis at all. Atas. Adas. Real quick over here, top right. Had a pretty nice day in Prop Shop. So still using the new copier over there, Ignite. It's not as full featured as some others in terms of the granularity of looking at every individual instrument or whatever, but it gets the job done. It gets the fills done. It's built into Tickblaze. So if you're interested in that, let me know. The Brickwick levels, let's just take it for the S&P, are 6x1. So it's a 6. If you're looking to set up a Renko, again, I don't know how it does it in Atas because it's slightly different in each firm in terms of each platform. But you need a 6-tick bar and a 1-tick offset. And then for the Dow Jones, I use an 11-tick bar with a 2-tick offset. So however you can set that up, you can set that up. Question about what ZN puts are worth. It's just like any other option. So it's worth a factor. Options on futures work the same as equity options in the sense, or any type of option structure, other derivative options, even swaps and things like that. They're priced based on mostly math, which is a function of volatility inputs, strike, time remaining, all that kind of stuff. So there's 0 DTE too. They expire today. So that's why the 112s are sitting at 1 tick by 2 ticks. And a tick in the options market is the value of the same tick in the underlying. So for instance, if you were to sell 2 ticks in the ZN and that's 1562, you get credited $31. If you sold 10 ticks, it's 10 times 1564.
Order filled.
All right, Dow Jones, coming on in. So we're coming on in to the west side. Yeah, question about or mention of the dot plot. I'm familiar with all the things, including mostly completely useless information that's provided to the market participants. So I don't know what you could possibly do interpreting that from a perspective. I had a lot of people tell me I need to get a lot more sophisticated in the way I look at even the interest rate curve and all these. I'm like, yeah, you know what seems to work well for me is looking at what the ranges are and using this thing that I've used for 15 years that sort of kind of identifies whatever you want to call it, support and resistance, and I don't care why it gets there. It's the interpretation of it. Here we go, Dow Jones coming down. What was the S&P high? 68.75. So I'm building a little position long the Dow for a move back up to the plus twos. We'll see if it happens. That's happening over on TradingView for those that are in the trade room, or it's right here for those that are in YouTube. And YouTube, I have to take you to the screen. So take me to the pilot. Pug's asking a question about generally trying to take off a position when it gets down to VWAP. So the traditional method for stay in your lane, mean reversion, is yes, that would be the case. So you initiate shorts in the offer zone, 1 and 2 standard deviations above VWAP. You initiate longs in the bid zone, 1 and 2 standard deviations below VWAP. And then you would look to exit at VWAP. That's the general framework to start with. From there, you can really develop and do all types of things. There's times in which you can trend trade off of VWAP, where you enter at VWAP and then you look to take off those positions as they get up to 1 and 2 standard deviations above, or get short at VWAP when price is below and do the same thing to the downside. But when you're first learning what I'm teaching here, yes, we're going to use VWAP as a target. Now, live here on TradingView, I'm long the Dow Jones. So I'm adding positions at the 34. I'll add another one on the move to VWAP at 47,725. If you were short, which is what you're seeing, I'm not short up here, but if you were short from the plus twos, who's short Dow Jones right now? I know some of you probably are. You take one here at this, so you go line to line, right? You got short there. You take the one at the first line, and then your extended target is VWAP. So I should have made that more clear. Depends on where you're at in the trade and your size. You can have. So the other reason that I teach stay in your lane is because it gives you multiple targets and multiple entry points. How cool is that? There's a lot of traders that like to do this runner and multiple entry stuff eventually, once they figure out that if you're doing it correctly, you're not adding to losing positions. You're simply campaigning around price and building the position the way a professional trader would do it. But the flaw that I see in a lot of that, what's taught about runners and multiple targets and things like that, is that those multiple targets are tick based. They have they're not based on volatility or volume. They're just tick based. Right? 10 ticks is the first target, 12 ticks is the first. And there are a lot of people that defend that still works, and it can work. It can all work. If you manage risk properly, I don't give a shit what you do, right? So when it comes to multiple targets, you better not have multiple stops all over the place. Don't do that. Your stop is essentially what you can risk per trade as a function of your overall risk per trading session. And then the thing that I like about stay in the lane is, like I said, it gives me multiple targets to work off of here. So if I come back to, let me come back to this Russell position here. Okay. I'm not working any targets, but let me show you where they would be, right? I'm going to take you back down to here. And for those that are in the trade room, you're going to want to go to TradingView right now if you want to look at what I'm talking about. So one target will be right here at this yellow line, which also happens to be close to the 34. Another target would be at VWAP, and a final target down here, okay? Now, I have so many things going on, I didn't even have those targets in there, so we could, you know, I could miss them, we could not get down there. And you see I added a short right here at 24.45s, which is kind of right in here. And then I covered a couple here. So I'm basically just trading around. See, there's a sell here. I'm just trading around this short position in the Russell right now. Dow Jones, I'm long. So technically could take one right here at the plus ones, which we're a little bit through actually. These levels are slightly different on each platform. On the Nasdaq, all right, I'm just gonna hit that right there, basically break even. Take you back up here, and I'll trade it from the other side in these prop programs as soon as Powell is about to start talking. So
Order submitted.
see if we get a little pop here that we can trade around.
Order filled.
Total snooze fest for the Treasury market, all things considered. There's no sound. There should definitely be sound. So can troubleshoot that. Just hit the, well, when there's no sound, you can't hear me. You can't hear me. All right, Powell's talking. We'll see how things go. If they whip around for about a half an hour, that'll be great. I'm not going to extend much beyond the noon time frame today. Normally I do broadcast at noon, but you know, we'll see how it goes. Maybe we get a reason to stick around.
Order filled.
All right, I just hit a target on a Dow long and got short there on the prop programs. I don't need a 3 lot on, so I'll cancel this
Order
and
canceled.
see if we can get up there to prior session high.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right, I'm exiting a few longs that I had off screen.
Order filled. Order filled.
They're buying what he's saying.
Order filled.
We're into almost some new levels here. We've got 48,057 up in that area there. I only have one contract left in the Dow, so that's a bit of a bummer. Now let's see if we can get a little two-way funness.
Order filled. Order filled.
It's great how the algos have to react to every little syllable he says, right? Okay, I'm going to
Order filled.
double donkey
Order
and
filled.
add this in a different account. Just the erratic movement is hilarious. I love it. So get a little bit more going on here.
Order filled.
See if I can enter through some sell stops too.
Order submitted.
Oops, that didn't work. All right, let me just do this.
Order filled.
I don't know who wants to
Order
be
filled.
like reacting to this kind of stuff, but we're up pretty extended, right? So see if I can take some off here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Nice reactions to everything he's saying, though. That's fun. And for what you're seeing there, I can't emphasize enough that
Order filled.
it's
Order filled.
it's the realm only of micros, I think. Like you want to be doing this with minis, trying to pick a top here, or even get long on little pullbacks for the breakout to the next new high, or you're just it'll be butthole pucker time. But if you're doing this in the Dow Jones with micros, you can just sit and watch it and almost laugh. I just laugh at the silliness of the moves. I find it humorous. How about you guys? Oh, there we go. Ding dong. All right, I'm going to turn the copier on for this. Yeah, we'll just...
Order submitted.
Someone said that for an expectation of a move through the 48,000, well, your expectation was correct. NASDAQ, pretty big laggard today.
Order filled.
All right, what do we got going on over in YouTube? What's your gold Renko settings? I use 11/2. Just took some shorts on MNQ. Cool accidents to use 5 MNQ. Yikes. Micros only. Full ports and minis. Right. All right. Well, not me. You can. You can.
Order submitted.
Let's do it. Full port. I like that term. Full ports and minis. All right. He's done talking. Now we go to questions and answers.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Let's see if we can get some more Dow on here.
Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
All right, suck it, Dow. All right, let's just hang out over on TradingView for just a second here, where I'm essentially short S&P, short Russell, and long a little bit of Dow. All I'm doing is putting the orders on the lines. Fantastic movement today, as expected, I guess, or maybe not as expected. Remember, don't have any expectations. Sucks that this ZT is going back down and the ZN's going back down. I'm coming in here full port, buying some more ZT.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right. Take you back up here. We'll watch this ZT. Can you imagine if we go right to T-line again?
Order submitted.
Look where we stopped, this weird little level here close to what I would draw in as my offer zone. So you see this, where we stopped? This is where you draw the offer zone using this range trader methodology. There's a little discretion here, but not much. So it's this prior session high plus T-line. And you just draw your offer zone right in there. That's where your target would be. Who's still got some Dow Jones inventory on that could take a little bit of that heat on the short side? So far, I would be targeting these plus ones to lighten up a little bit and then just rinse and repeat. The number at the bottom right is simply just the change from close. So the number in the upper right-hand corner is a percentage, and then this is just saying the Dow Jones is up 300 points today.
Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled. Order filled.
Okay, back at 48,000 on the Dow. MNQ's been a struggle, man. It tried to get to 25.8s, couldn't quite get there. But I would suggest at any time he says the right thing and they might launch that. Go ZT, baby. $23. Tell them where you got it. Let's look at Bridget from red to green, excuse me. Nice day. I'm getting close to 50,000 on a lot of those Apex. That is sweet. Let's give a lot of, can we get 10 likes to Bridget's post there? Kelly went from red to green. All right, let's bust them up. There's 10 likes of Bridget's post. I dig it.
Order filled. Position open. Order pending. Order pending.
All right, those on YouTube, I'll take you over to an S&P short there on Tickblaze. That could go horribly wrong at any point. If we get a little ripper reaction to any nonsense that's going on right now. But we're at the top of the range. Going to take a little short there. All right, take us back over here. I'm short S&P over there. All right, so allowed to
Order submitted.
buy some treasuries now at take profit.
Order submitted. Order filled.
So we'll get a little action going there.
Order submitted. Order filled.
All right, one more push from the Dow. Let's get it. 48,069 maybe.
Order filled.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Nice P&L porn from Chemo. If you guys got some P&L porn, put it in there. Throw it on in there. Are any of the levels PPR1 from the volume profile? Is that another indicator? So the PPR1, those are just called floor. Those are pivots. You can get those on any platform. I don't use them as entries in and of themselves very often. I'll typically use them. I'll reference them because what I like about pivots is their actual math that are just based on prior session's price action. High, low, divided by 2 is your pivot. So it's actual math, not some discretion where you're picking some point to anchor a VWAP or picking some point to draw some fibs from. So, and then I like to connect the dots, if you will, between the pivots sometimes and some prior session highs and lows. All right. Hit target on my long on the Dow Jones, and then we'll get a little speculative short going on at high of session here. Taking some heat on my S&P shorts, as to be expected. Good news is the ZT trade is going nowhere. But the ZN,
somebody is preaching.
The ZN is up, baby. The ZN is up. Ooh, nice little bounce from gold. Nice little bounce from the ZB. I tried to take that off. There we go. All right. I'm going to close out this
Order
pop there.
submitted. Order
Again, you
filled.
should be able to handle a short here. I think you can handle it. I think we can all handle it. If not, I don't know what to tell you, but you should be all right. All right, I'm going to take off this ZT here. Quick little 90 bucks. Drag it into
Order
price.
filled.
See if we can buy prior sessions POC again.
Order submitted. Order filled. Order filled.
Nice trade on that take profit.
Order filled.
We need to hit another one here.
Order submitted. Order filled.
I'll tell you, everybody, these frameworks, the levels that we were talking about, so members will know this is kind of a dream situation. It's working out pretty well. Now you're outside day up on this big green candle here on the Dow Jones, so you could certainly choose to do a whole lot of nothing. Remember, that's often an opportunity too. Okay, I'm out of sync with my accounts here, so I'm just going to
Order filled.
get these locked in.
Order filled. Order filled.
Bitcoin's moving around really nicely today.
Order filled.
Almost up to the +2s again, and then we get a little bit of a retreat. 4 more minutes left, and then we'll sort of see what the noon candle does and if we want to stick around and do anything. Remember also days like this, which are not often, right, Fed days, but there's some other days in which we'll have some news or some overnight action or whatever, and you'll see erratic price action like this, big moves, not quite as reactionary as everything that comes out of a guy's mouth. But don't be frustrated if you can't find an area to get either short or long, right? In other words, a lot of people will see a candle like that and go, oh, I just have to get long. It's breaking out. It's going higher. I mean, it can, but your risk reward up here is not too great. So if you're looking to get long, wait for the bigger pullbacks. We just had one in the Dow. Like we had one just a little bit ago. It went down to the +1s right in here. Now, again, this is a difficult spot for me to get long. I'm already long live, but now we can just stay on this chart and I'll just show you how I sort of manage this short position. I'm looking for graceful exit, so I need any little move in my direction. I need any move in my direction.
Order filled. Order filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Do you promote copy trading in the room or recommend? Yeah, we do quite a bit of copy trading. So we talk about copy trading frequently. You can go to my blog and find out more about some of the articles that I've written about copy trading. All right, so the Nasdaq finally carried on and got its move that it needed. Well outside the bands, up to the 25.8s. All right, watch. This is important. Oh, well, I need a little bit more than that. But basically, these are all the moves. If you measure the moves, that's all we're getting, right? Is that a little bit bigger here? Right down there.
Order submitted.
So there's a graceful exit that I can take right there, which I'm going to.
Order filled.
Okay, that's just anytime
Order
you get an
canceled.
opportunity to
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Reduce your size on an unprofitable position, just do it. All right, we're going to stick around. I don't know if we should. You guys want to stick around for a little bit? I think there'll be some opportunities here. All right, so once you get back inside the bands, it actually does make this an area you can
Order
sell.
submitted.
Depends on how aggressive you want to get. Remember, I don't know if I should say remember, I will point out that in these PAs, I have $880 daily risk budgets. They're $150,000 PAs that have like $5,000 to $9,000 balances in them. So trading a 3-lot on the Dow Jones is not going to change my life. So I want to put that in there and show you what this looks like to trade around this like this. I have a very, very average day over here because I've been focusing more on the live accounts, but that's what the day looks like.
Filled. Order submitted.
Oh, shoot. I don't know why I'm out of sync here, but I am.
Order filled. Order filled.
Let's go. Let's go.
Order filled.
Does that mean the Nasdaq? You looking for the Nasdaq to rip higher?
Order filled.
820s? Yeah. Stumbling a little bit.
Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, new highs for the Dow.
Order filled.
Okay, 3-lot on now, and also looking for some opportunities to gracefully exit. Remember, it's not picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. We should be fine up here. As soon as he stops talking, we'll generally get another move. Rod, do you track the average daily range relative to ATR on FOMC days? Not really. You mean just go back and look at the look at that via just the FOMC days, the 6 FOMC days we have per year. If that's the question, no, I don't do that. That'd probably be cool. I think Edgeful has some interesting data on FOMC days.
Order filled.
I know in the past I haven't been wildly profitable, but these last, I think 4 to 6 meetings, and most of the meetings for this year have done pretty well. Just trading them up in here in front of everybody, keeping it going. It's a little concerning, specifically, you know, a day like today that we're so close to these highs, and now we can, you know, the sky's the limit to the upside for tomorrow, unless we see some sort of like rug pull in here. Come on, ZN. Here we go. So those that are interested, you know, I have the Dow up here, and look at American Express just ripping. Obviously, everything's going to be up when you see this. Microsoft, interestingly, Mr. Softy holding us down a little bit, and thank God, App 11 on its way down below 700 maybe. Anyway, I'm short these two stocks, which have not been great. The short CME's worked out pretty well. So everything green except for McDonald's, Microsoft, Boeing, and NVIDIA is actually down a little bit. So it's holding back the NASDAQ and the S&P from just, you know, ripping. All right, that's enough of a graceful exit, but enough of a move, but I'm going to hold firm. All right, so Powell's done talking, I guess. Don't let it ruin your day. Do not let a short here ruin your day, okay? Don't let it ruin your day.
Order filled.
Look at Bitcoin. Oh, go ZN. Look at the ZN, baby. I got the absolute minimum out of that ZT long, but we're moving. All right. I'm going to take people down to TradingView here, and I'm going to exit the Dow. 48,209. That's a nice move. And I'm going to exit another one of these. I'm just going to drag this into price here on the ZN. So there we go. Pretty good. Still have a bunch of open unrealized losses, but most of that is in this position here that will eventually square off as soon as I take that off. So now I need this Dow to come back. Come on down, Dow. Fill me up, Buttercup, over here. Anyone long Bitcoin still? Nice trade. Oh, he's still on? Oh, why did CNBC move away from him then? Oh, hold on. Maybe it just switched on mine. Oh, sorry. He's still taking questions. Yeah. Okay. You're correct. I was operating with incomplete information. How come I don't have any Bitcoin on other than the Bitcoin that I own? Bradley, what's HNT at? Let's take a look. Am I going to become a millionaire from CRO? Hoo! CRO is not up at all. The only thing that's really showing up is ETH, right? That's good. It's like a $70,000 move in Bitcoin. All right, come to Butthead, Dow Jones, a little bit. We've made our money on the long side. Now it's time to give us a break here. So yeah, I was wrong. He was still broadcasting. Ooh, I want to short this Bitcoin, but I'm not doing it. Not doing it. Not going to do it. I'll get short up here. Come to me up there.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Kermit candles everywhere. Kermit candles everywhere. $69.05, $69.07 had been kind of somewhat levels to think about. Let's see if they end up being
Order pending.
If they end up being interesting again. We'll see.
Order filled. Position open. Order
And
pending.
12.5 used to be something on the way up too. So that'll be interesting to see what happens there. Congratulations to Bitcoin longs. Are my Bitcoin, are my YM are my buys on YM sell targets. I don't exactly know what that means, but that's probably, I'm going to close out my short in the prop programs as soon as we get any retracement. But if you're looking at TradingView, yeah, I'm looking to get long on pullbacks to these levels, but I need about a 200 point decline for me to get long the Dow here. Earlier, someone asked how I manage so many positions. When you're doing a lot of things, you manage a lot of things poorly. So I went and I had a Bitcoin long on a 2-lot, man. Oh, well. I'm just going to hit it a little bit in the prop programs here.
Order submitted.
A little ahead of the
Order filled.
spot.
Order
I'll take it
filled.
live. So shorting Bitcoin there, just small.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Man, he's still taking questions. Still taking questions. No, I shouldn't say never. I'm rarely long and short at two different props. I'm simply trading things independently, and today I ended up getting short up here at this Dow, which has been unprofitable here on the screen that you're seeing, but in a live account I was long the whole time, a 6-lot, which actually ended up being about $1,600 in profit today, mostly on the Dow. Those that are in the trade room, you go up and look at the pre-market checklist for your rule of projection highs. So if you want to go up there and check that out, go all the way up to the checklist. It's at the very top of the, I don't know if someone can post it again, maybe in the bottom part of the chat. That would be helpful. But what you want to do is take a look at the rule of projection highs today on the S&P, Dow Jones, etc. All we're going to do is just add one ATR to the prior session high and low. There you go. Dave posted it again. So the rule of projection high for the S&P is going to be 69.25. If you come in and check out our group, you'll have this in here every day. So this up here. This is enough for me to now put in a buy stop here. So I'm just going to put in a buy stop as it's creeping down a little bit.
Order filled.
There we go. I also see that I'm too big here.
Order filled.
There we go. Okay. So now I've kind of, let's talk about this pre-market checklist real quick. So I won't go through everything here. Again, you can get access to it by coming in, checking out the Trade Room trial. Also, the ebook has links to how to get access to stuff like this. But anyway, the ROP high for the Dow Jones today is 48,376. This NASDAQ seems wrong. Is that right for the NASDAQ? Yeah, the NASDAQ's right. Yeah, 26,000, just about 26,000, another 150 points. And then the MES is 69.25. So 69.25. And I had said, by the way, look at this. Come on, suck it, Bitcoin. All right, there we go. Got a little lucky. Got some Bitcoin short on here that made 50 bucks.
Order filled.
And the prop program's a little bit better here.
Order filled.
Okay, we almost got up to 970s, the prior session high, so we got kind of close. We got kind of close. There we go. There we go. Back up with the new high here on the Dow.
Order filled.
So I'll put some inventory back on. Dave, thanks for pointing that at, oh, right, sorry. So you calculate the ROP by adding a 7-day ATR to the prior session's POC. I apologize if I said something else. I'm not sure exactly what I say half the time, but you guys get it, or you didn't get it. So thanks, Steve, for correcting me there. You know what I think we can do is we'll run till the close, but we're going to do a little musical interlude, which sometimes is hard to hear on YouTube. But Brad, are you here for a musical interlude? Maybe you can play a few songs when I give you the cue. Kill a little time. Brad hasn't been feeling well. He's getting better. So if we have DJ B-Rad on the 1s and 2s, we'll go ahead and do that.
Order submitted.
Bitcoin looking to get back inside the bands. By the way, I haven't looked at gold much, but it did its thing. So look at that. Not interested in fading that. The old me would have. The new me might fade it here too. Maybe in a couple of the prop programs, but I'm not going to take that live there. Suck it, Bitcoin. There you go. Now is he stepping off? It looks like he might be stepping off now. Stepping off. Okay, now he's done, right? So now let's see what happens. Maybe get a little mean reversion here. Yes, he's done. Short. I don't know. Yeah, look at crude oil. Wow, that is a big move. It's farting around. Congratulations to all the crude oil traders there. We were bear continuation pattern outside day. You're going to get up to prior session high, maybe 59 17s. All right, that's enough. That's break even, baby. Break even.
Order filled.
That's right. Stuart was right. Time to short.
Order submitted.
Come on down.
Order filled. Position closed. Order pending.
Did Brad say he was here to play some music, or what happened? Did I miss it? Let me see. Brad, you're ready? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. It's 6 till. I'm going to mute my mic on both platforms. No, sorry. I'm going to mute my mic in the room, and I'm going to leave it open on YouTube so you guys over there on YouTube can listen to DJ B-Rad play some trading inspired music. Actually, in all seriousness, but not in seriousness, we try to make what we're doing fun. We're keeping our stress low, trading micros, abiding by a daily risk budget, not being too stressed out or concerned. Let me just actually take this Dow off right here. I'm going to drag it into price.
Order
there we
filled.
go. So we're starting to turn solid green ass on everything. And the music is a good way to do that, just to keep it lighthearted. Brad now has hundreds of songs that, again, are some of them are very specific to what we do at TDG, but most of them are just fun trading-related things. And I think he has one that's actually the FOMC one that's almost like 10 minutes long or something. It's a very Bohemian Rhapsody. So maybe we'll start with that, or he can play whatever he wants. And then we'll be back at it maybe in 10 or 15 minutes. So enjoy the music if you'd like. If not, that'll be it for the day. Those that will be in the trade room tomorrow morning, you can use the same password that you used today. And I will also stream on YouTube tomorrow afternoon. So again, I'm not done, but we're going to play a little music here. Enjoy.
Yeah, baby.
Is this the real trade? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a wedge zone, no escape from volatility. Open your charts, look up to the Fed and see. I'm just a trader, I need no sympathy. Because I scalp real fast, flip real slow. Take my gains, let them grow. Anyway the price flows doesn't really matter to me. To me. Mama dropped a big old lot, had my stop set way too tight. Now I'm red and out of sight. Mama, my fiddles are all a mess. The news just hit, my dom just lit. I cry. Mama, ooh, didn't mean to chase that wicked fun. Not flat again this time tomorrow. Trade on, as if nothing really matters. Too late
Order submitted.
Spared from the wick by this mad volatility. Scalp here, flip there. Will it trend? I don't care. Please don't milk my P&L. Powell smiling as he lets the market scream and so you think you can stop me and fill me on thin air? So you think I won't rage quit and toss out my chair? Powell can't fake me out now, pal. Just gotta get flat and trade. Smart, nothing really matters. Not the news, not the Fed. Nothing really matters if you just trade your edge.
Any way the price flows.
Order
I
filled.
have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Order cancelled. Order pending.
Well, you can tell by the way I watch my screens. I'm a futures man, chasing P&L dreams. Markets open, volumes worn. Been hedged and leveraged since I was born. And now it's alright, it's okay. Will I make a winning play? We can try to understand the market's random movement. Whether you're a bull or whether you're a bear, you're trading TDG lines, TDG lines. Feel the ticker breaking and everybody shaking and we're trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines. Oh, when you trade. Well, now I get low on the NQ dive and I get high when the ES thrives. Got my indicators on my shoes, I'm a scalping man and I just can't lose. You know it's alright, it's okay. I'll trade to see another day. Watching TDG's T-line rise while Brad sits in the corner and cries. Whether you're a bull or whether you're a bear, you're trading
Order filled.
TDG lines, TDG lines. Feel the ticker breaking and everybody shaking and we're trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines. Stop loss set, somebody help me. Margin call, somebody help me.
Order submitted.
Stop
Order
loss
filled.
set, somebody help me.
Order filled.
Somebody help me. Yeah.
Order
I'm
submitted.
trading the
Order
lines.
filled. Order submitted. Order filled.
Order
Order
filled.
filled.
Well, you can tell by the way I watch my screens. I'm a futures man, chasing P&L dreams. Markets open, volumes warm. Been hedged and leveraged since I was born. And now it's alright, it's okay. Will I make a winning play? We can try to understand. Sometimes the market just bullshit. shit, man. Whether you're a bull or whether you're a bear, you're trading TDG lines, TDG lines. Feel the ticker breaking and everybody shaking and when trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines, trading the lines. Trading the lines. Oh! Short the peak, buy the dip, check the spread, don't get slipped. Or trading the lines.
You came in hot with dreams so grand, a sim account and shaky hand. You
Order
said I'm the
submitted.
one who'll break the mold, then blew your account 3 times before noon rolled. You bought the top, you shorted strength, you held that loser full contract length. Risk, a suggestion, plans just noise. You treat the dumb like it's a Vegas toy. You're just too degenerate to fund. We love your vibe, but not your drawdown run. You said go big or go home. Well, buddy,
Order
go
filled.
home, 'cause this prop shop ain't a rodeo stunt. Your journal's just a meme parade. Your rake soap oops a guessing
Order
game charade.
Order filled.
Tried to revenge trade your way to grace, but blew the challenge in a single race. We watched in awe as you chased the wick. Every candle close made us slightly sick. You faded news like it was fate. Now your account looks like a paper plate. You're just too degenerate to fund. We'd rather back a squirrel with a Nerf gun. You said size in or sell your soul. Well, we just can't bankroll a trader whose edge is pure red-blooded fun. Look, it's not you. Well, it is you. Your P&L swings harder than a toddler on espresso. We tried, we cheered, we even prayed to the View app gods. But at this point, it's less funding and more financial self-harm. You're just too degenerate to fund. Your style's more thrill right than risk managed run. So we're sending you this note with your trading boat and a friendly shove back to demo fun. You've got moxie, guts, and flair, but risk control nowhere. So here's your parting gift, my friend, a funded account with monopoly money.
Bueller.
If you see a big spike and your hands start to shake, head on down to the prop shop, baby. I got me a challenge and a dream in my dome. Trading micros from the comfort of my home. Cruising down the V-Womp in my clickety-click, looking for that level where the orders stick. I said, ooh, baby, I'm riskified. Then I sized up like I lost my mind, slapping that dome like a slot machine, and the market said, boy, you must be great. The prop shop is a little old place where we find you. Prop shop, baby.
Order filled.
That edge, but don't go cuckoo. Sign the rules, click the mouse. Try not to torch the funded house. Risk guests watching from a
Order
camera
fi-
on
order
high,
filled.
sipping cold brew while they side eye your buy.
car. You nailed pre-market, you journaled your plan, but then CPI dropped and you lost your whole stand with a blown account and your pride on mute. You said, screw it, I'm going all in on the 1032. The prop shop is a dance floor of trades. No revenge, no fake grenades. Prop shop, baby. Cut that loss, don't get played. Hugging your edge like a teddy bear. Wrist controls tighter than grandma's Tupperware. No doubling down, no Hail Mary click, 'cause that prop shop cash comes with a wrist stick. Traders in the house, can you handle heat? Stops, tight plans need, do you stay in your seat? Then get your badge, get your chart in view. It's time to make the market move for you. Prop shop is a capital zone. Don't treat it like a casino phone. Prop shop,
Order submitted.
your
Order
edge,
filled.
your plan, your throw. Trade smart, stay sharp. Don't YOLO in the dark.
Order
Cut
submitted.
quick, hold tight.
Order filled.
Funded life feels right.
Order submitted.
It's a prop shot, yeah.
Order submitted.
What the dog doing?
Order filled.
I wake up early, charts on the screen. Price action's wild, but I stay serene. Bulls rush in, bears take the lead, but I'm calm, I'm ready, I got what I need. I don't sweat it, no fear in sight. Whichever way it goes, I'll be alright. Got my plan, my edge, I'll take the ride. In this trading game, I'm the one who decides. Whatever, those are bears, I play 'em both ways. I roll with the punches, I ain't phased. Market's moving, that's my cue. Up or down, I'll see it through. Whatever, trends and chops are cool as ice. Reading the flow, I'm sharp, precise. Profit or loss, I'll
Order
never
filled.
fall. Adapt and win, that's my call. Whatever. Whatever. News hits the wire, the
Order
market
pending.
shifts, but I'm quick on my feet, my strategy's swift. Pullbacks, breakouts, I spot them all in this futures
Order
game.
submitted.
I stand tall, emotions are wild, but I keep it cool. Sticking to my rules, I ain't no fool. Whatever comes, I'm locked and tight. Situational fluency, I see the light. Whatever, those are bears, I play 'em both ways. I roll with the punches, I ain't phased. Market's moving, that's my cue. Up or down, I'll see it through. Whatever, trends and chops are cool as ice. Reading the flow, I'm sharp, precise. Profit or loss, I'll never fall. Adapt and win, that's my call. Whatever. Whatever. You can't predict it, and that's just fine. I'll ride the waves, I'm always in line. The market's wild, but I'm steady and clear. Every move it makes, I'll persevere. Whatever, those are bears, I play 'em both ways. I roll with the punches, I ain't phased. Market's moving, that's my cue. Up or down, I'll see it through. Whatever, trends and chops are cool as ice. Reading the flow, I'm sharp, precise. Profit or loss, I'll never fall. Adapt and win, that's my call. Whatever, it's the trader's way. No matter what comes, I'll make my pay. Market's mine, I'll take it all. Standing strong, I'll never stall.
All right, back for the last 15 minutes or so here. Also over on YouTube, if you're still around, turn the camera back on. There we go. My position really hasn't changed. Just been short the Dow here a little bit and trading around some bond positions. See if we go up there and make another new high. Generally, if you're looking to fade any kind of strength, it's the last 5-10 minutes of the day. You can get a little bit of profit taking. People covering their long positions. Generally, don't get people initiating new shorts up here, but it could happen. Doon, 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 doon. I think a lot of people thought that I was ending the stream. I could have made that a little bit more clear, but we're still recording in the trade room and then still live over here on YouTube. If you're aggressive, this is actually a short here at the +2s as well, but you can see how many times we've been getting outside the band. So I'm just going to wait for a move back up to highs of day. But by all means, you can put orders here too, like
order submitted.
Here, here, and here. Same thing.
Order submitted.
See if we get a little move up there.
Order submitted.
Did we do our P&L and EC scores for the trade room, or we already did them this morning? We don't need to do them again. It's fine. I imagine there's a number of people that have already dropped off anyway, so I don't know how much of a good gauge it is. Yes, we got Oracle and Adobe after the bell, and I think they report right away, so we could certainly see some quick movement in the NASI especially. Man, the preview is showing, I don't know, what are you guys seeing right now? Because the preview is showing some stuff I was showing in, I don't know. Who knows? Showing this, I don't think I had this on the screen for a while. Is it still streaming over here? It says it is. If you're over on YouTube, could you let me know if you're seeing a stream? Because the recording over here looks really weird. The audio stream's current bit rate is lower than recommended. Okay, cool. All right, guess it's working. I'm short one S&P and one Dow Jones is my current position. All right, cool. Thank you. All right, we've got 2 more minutes before our market on close orders. See if we get a little move in one direction or another. All right, cool. So this is the time where I do my shameless little plug and ask for picture and sound. It's not for picture and sound. Sorry, you already did that. For hitting the like button, all that good stuff. It is really helpful if you can do that little hit the like button stuff that we do. I'm going to take you down to this screen down here. and also mention the Prop Done Right ebook. So if it's your first time sort of finding your way here, and now I can also answer any questions that you have over on YouTube. We got about 10 minutes left. We'll see if we get a little movement here. Let me see if I missed any. Last tune, then back. Production is really good. Long and short, what's your strategy? All the strategy stuff is all answered by grabbing the ebook. So if we grab the ebook, it's the best way to learn. They are strategies, but really these are just frameworks, ways of looking at volatility and volume to give you some high probability areas, and then doing everything in the context of managing risk. A lot of people talk about managing risk, but we do it through our sizing, through being properly capitalized for each trade that we're trading. And if you are trading minis and prop programs, you are not properly capitalized. It might work for a while, but it's not going to work for very long. So, just had a great conversation with, you guys know Eddie Z? Does anyone know Eddie Z? We're like the veterans, him and me, 20 years plus. Good old Eddie Z. He's been selling trading computers for 25 years. And we were talking this morning about a bunch of stuff. Going to be ordering some new computers. I was thinking of building, having it be like the TDG special computer, but I think the specs that I have and need would be a little bit expensive for most people. All right, so a couple of the prop programs, I still have 2 lots.
Order filled. Order filled.
Over in the trade room, is Bridget still here? Did you hold on? Who held on? Who held on for this Dow Jones move, which we might be able to lay back into if we get a little pop here?
Order pending. Order filled.
All right, we need one more move from the Dow higher to put on some inventory here. Getting close to a new equity high in this account right here. Come on, ZN. All right, can we all say it collectively? Suck it, Dow. Suck it, Dow. As soon as I say that, it starts to pop a little bit. Anyway, if you're over in the stream and you watch the whole thing, or somehow you got to this point, you're watching a replay or whatever, if if you're struggling, or a day like this would be a day that you would just get really turned around or not seem to be very confident, that C word, confident. You don't need a lot of confidence. You need to develop the mental fortitude to hit the close button and just abide by your daily risk budget. That's all you really need to do. You don't have to have confidence in systems or confidence, but if you're struggling at all and you're not taking advantage of this amazing opportunity that these prop programs provide in terms of access to simulated funny money that you can actually get cold hard cash from, and you seem to always be stressed out every time you put on a trade, grab the ebook over there, or look at the description down below. In the description of this video, you can actually join the group for 90 days for $249. 90 days in the trade room, and then you get all the templates, all the indicators. All the indicators are free with the exception of the extreme turn, which is included in your membership. But ultimately, you can learn all of this by just doing a 2-week trial. You don't need anything more than that. Just commit yourself to 2 weeks. And then if you decide you want to stick around and be a part of our community, we'd love to have you. If not, you go away with a thorough education that you can then just go and practice. So go check that out if you'd like. I also saw that Apex is running a 90% off sale again. So if you don't have a home for a code, you can use my code, which is TDG Fanatic. Or TDG. I think TDG works too, but better to do TDG Fanatic. I love it. Every time I mention Apex publicly, I get all this kind of FUD. They only pay you because you're an influencer. They screw me and I get screwed. Okay. Then choose any of the other 40 prop programs you can take a look at. All right, 4 more minutes left here.
Order canceled.
All right, I'm going to scale out of it in some of the prop programs.
Order submitted.
And
Order
then hold
filled.
it in all
Order
my live
order
accounts.
filled.
And
Order filled.
Don't have much profit in most of these today.
Order filled. Order submitted.
All right, we're going to hold here.
Order filled. Order filled.
There we go. All right, suck it, Dow. So real quick recap while I'm up here. All up here while we're finding this little top, I'm taking exits, okay? Here, I'm taking exits. I'm taking exits. Here, take an exit here and here, right? I didn't even, some of you probably have some inventory looking for the +1s, and you can absolutely do that as well. I'm just saying that lots of ways to manage this so that you earn the right to continue to short this strength. For sure now at this point, I'll rest in order at the +2s
submitted.
and basically high of session. I'd be pretty surprised if we get a pop up there. Obviously, Oracle and Adobe are not in the Dow, so I'm not really too concerned about that. See if the NASDAQ can actually get below 25.8s here. Be pretty cool. Ding dong. It's pretty loud. I have the volume turned up because we were playing tunes. Okay, I got to not do any trades right into the close, because right into the close, there's just a lot of data that flies around, and I get bad fills and stuff. So let's see if I could just get out of stuff over here on here we go.
Order filled. Position closed.
Cancel all my orders.
Order canceled.
All right, everybody. Fantastic session. Looks like we got a lot of great P&L porn coming in here today, which is fantastic. Remember, it was really about managing risk no matter what your positions were. I imagine if you had longs on as Powell started talking, you did really well. You can find any spot up there to take profit. I was short, at least in what you were seeing on the screen, and the whole idea was just to stay in the game long enough to find that little retracement and control it. Really quick across the horn here. The S&P up there, outside day up, and coming in a little bit after hitting that 69. I think I mentioned 07 half as kind of a level, and we talked about 69.25 as the real projection high. Dow Jones, which I've been in the whole session, you see it's coming in a little bit. Maybe we make some money there. NASDAQ also found some turning points at around the 850s, coming in but still outside day up. Crude oil, fantastic day for anyone who got long at the right time. Gold, I'm going to close and cancel this order. And then Bitcoin, nice reversal off this second candle here. I'm going to work these orders to buy down there for a little bit while. But we'll end the stream here. Remember, 2 ways to continue what you see got going on here. Tomorrow in the afternoon, I'll stream again from noon till 1 o'clock. That's West Coast time. I do that every Tuesday through Thursday. But I'd highly recommend that you come in and check out our trade room if you'd like. You can find all the information in the description down below. Check out a trial. See how the sausage is made, as they say. There's my day there just on the Trade-of-8 connected accounts, and then lots of good stuff in the other accounts as well. But we'll leave it there. All right. Enjoyed it. Stay green. Trade like you mean it, everybody. Let me finish it on YouTube first, and then I'll turn it off in the room. Be good. Bye-bye.